Hey everybody, this is the old sports editor, Ronnie Gallagher. Now, most of the time I'm roaming the county with Mike London, but Mike's covering a game tonight. And Sundrop is sponsoring a new show. It's a pregame show. And we're going to go to a different school every night and see how everybody gets ready for the game, from the concession stand to the players to the coaches. So tonight we're at Salisbury High School, where Salisbury is facing the visiting South Rowan Raiders. Now, South Rowan beat Salisbury last year, and Salisbury's out for revenge. And they're over here warming up now. They're really pumped up for this game. So let's walk around and just see what's going on. And right now we're talking with Carl Ford, the commissioner of high school football, as I call you every week in the paper. He is a commissioner, by the way. And how long have you been covering South Rowan?
We've been doing South Rowan 12 years now. And I've been doing high school football for 28 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Has it changed much, or is it still the same?
It's still the same, and it seems to be like most of the schools that were powerful then are still powerful now. It's not all, but most of them, yeah.
Now, what's it like when South has to go over and play the defending state champion, West Rowan?
That's not fun. It's fun about the first couple of downs or so. It's not bad. I mean, West was just in a different league the last couple of years. Everybody knows that. I mean, nobody could touch them. Nobody. And there were a lot of them wishing they could have played Kannapolis again, because Kannapolis used to own West years ago. So, hey, maybe West will be mortal this year. We don't know. I got my doubts. Who knows? But
let's talk about South Rowan. You lost 27 seniors.
That's right, and that's bad. And we were talking and joking, but it's true. Most of the football team doesn't even have their driver's license.
Oh, wow.
Young and inexperienced, and so it's going to be definitely a rebuilding year for South.
So you drove them to the game then, right?
Oh, yeah. Somebody did.
Now, your sidekick, Bob Parker's been with you a while. And to me, he's the best analyst around.
He is good. Yeah. And I'm telling you, he sees things I don't see, and will bring it up just like that. He'll correct me when I'm wrong, because he knows. Yeah. He's been around it a lot longer than I have.
Well, Carl Ford, the commissioner. Okay, on the other side of the radio booth, we got Johnny Clore from WSAT. Now, Johnny, you're doing all the Salisbury games this year.
Yeah, we talked about it all summer long, and we talked to Joe a couple of times, and we did the Salisbury games a couple of years ago and did real well with it. And last year we kind of just scoped all of the teams, and we got to the playoffs. And what really clinched it for me, we had 4 or 5 of the Salisbury players came up to us after the game. These guys got beat, and they thanked us for doing the broadcast, because their parents were at home and didn't have the means to get to the ball game. And that stuck with me all season, and I knew they were going to be representative, and everybody's been working out real well with us, and I just think this whole county is a great sports county, and I think we're going to have a real good ball club.
And this is the perfect year to do Salisbury with Romar and Darian and John Knox.
It really is. I mean, they've grown up with this ball club, and I remember when John Knox was a freshman, we did the games that season, and I thought, well, this kid, he's just outstanding. He just gets better every year.
Okay, that's Johnny Clore, WSAT. Okay, we're out here on the field with South Rowan coach Jason Rollins. Jason, you lost 27 seniors, and I was just talking to Carl Ford up there and said half you players can't even drive yet. No, so, I mean, what are you looking for tonight?
Well, we got them on the bus here, so that was good. And they didn't have to worry about getting here any other way. We want to see our young guys be able to get out there and execute and do what we've been asking them to do for the last 4 months. And we think that if we continue to do that tonight, that we did the last couple of days, and I think we'll be okay. We got to control a lot of speed over there on the other side of football.
Yeah. Well, one thing about Jason Rollins, he's my favorite coach, because our heads are the same, right?
That's right. Now, you notice tonight mine's not as shiny because mine ain't sweating yet, but give it time. It'll get there.
Well, thanks.
There you go.
Jason Rollins, good luck to you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, in just a matter of seconds, the Salisbury Hornets will be coming in for their last second pep talk by Joe Pinion, who's a very good talker, and I can imagine his Newt Rockney speech that he'll be giving them, because they are really wanting to win this game against South Rowan. So let's go in and listen to Joe Pinion.
Real quick before we get our team prayer list, guys, this morning, assistant superintendent talked with all the coaches. The coaches are just as close knit a family as you guys are when it comes to being a team. He talked to all the coaches in Rowan County and made mention of a young lady who's battling leukemia. Just found out. My understanding is she's either freshman or sophomore at South Rowan. Her dad used to be the head football coach at East Rowan, Coach Crawley. He coached with me a little bit when we were over in Mooresville. I know they're going through some tough times having to fight that battle. Most of you experienced that close hand with the battle with Patrick Snyder this past year, and you know, guys, those things are real. Those are just as real as this game you're fixing to play in. So when we start our prayer, we'll have a little moment of silence at the first. Remember that family in prayer, so that you know everything goes as well as it can be. God will lay a healing touch where He needs to lay a healing touch, and we'll have our prayer. Then we'll have our little speech, and we'll get out of here. All right? There's big things, but life's a lot bigger than any of it. So please remember that family in your prayers. Let's pray.
Everybody touch somebody. Touch somebody. And the Lord hear you. Our Father,
Who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. God is the kingdom, power, and glory, forever and ever. Amen. Okay, tonight, like I told you out there, you worked hard all summer. You had a great camp. Those 2 days were hot, they were tough. And now you got a chance to bring the show to your home folks right here. You want them to see a good show. You want to play a great game. Everybody wants to make great plays. The first pregame speech every year is always the same, man. This game is just like the old grandfather clock. You play it one tick at a time. You play one play at a time. That clock is going to tick one time, and it can't ever go back. It'll never get that second back. You're going to go out there and you're going to play the opening kickoff, and you won't get that opening kickoff back. You won't get it, man. No matter what happens, you won't get it back just the way it was. Even if there's a penalty and we replayed it, you won't get the same opening kickoff back. You got to play every play as hard as you can play it. And then when it's over with, if you didn't play it so good, you got to lift that guy up and say, hey, listen, that one's over with. Let's go play the next one. Don't worry about the play that happened. Anything that's going on in the ball game. Don't get caught up in a bunch of mouthing and hoopla. Don't get caught up in finger pointing and all that stuff. Just get yourself together and go play the next play. The next play is what will win the game. It's the next play that'll get you to the next level. Just keep playing. There's going to be bad things that happen. There's going to be good things that happen. Man, we're going to score touchdowns and everything's going to go crazy and everybody's going to think, you know, and then things are going to start falling apart. But all you got to do is you got to keep your composure, because you can look. You look at Coach Crowder on the sideline. You check your coaches at halftime. You check your coaches on the sideline. We're going to keep our composure, and we're going to play one play at a time. I'm not asking you to leave here and win the ball game. I'm not asking you to go up there and whip their tail and win the ball game right now. I'm asking you to go up there, win the next play. And when that play's over with, win the damn next play. Just keep winning the next play. Guys, if you win 70% of the next plays, you'll win the football game easily. We'll run them out of here. Now, the other thing we do is tradition, besides the one tick at a time, is when we leave here, man, we tap that sign. We play like a champion. We are always champions. I don't care what anybody tells you. I don't really care what they want to take away from you. You're champions in our books, and you've got to be champion with each other. If you don't believe you're a champion, and you don't believe your teammate's a champion, and you can't reach up there and touch that sign, I'd just as soon you stay in here. Even our coaches touch that sign because we know that you're going to play like a champion. I know you're going to play like a champion. I know you're going to play like a champion. And you better play like a champion. And every single person, even all the way down to the freshmen in the dressing room, you better play like champions. Because you're champions at heart.